Greetings. Alright, it's 11:30 tonight. Saturday night. Blessings. For this connection to Time Traveler, I haven't done one of those in a while. Basically, I just leave it open for what other being is around, bring assistance for us, a different point of view, or some kind of uplifting information if possible, see how much energy I have. Energy has not been too good recently because of work. I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning twice this week. So I went to see, and then of course the other work stuff after that. And, I get up, I go to one job, I go back to work. It's travel stuff basically. Car situation that's taken care of. Got the ugliest car with the most mileage, but so far it looks like it's reliable for now. For the last 3 years I'll be lucky, but that's fine. This is at a cheap price, got on sale too, so it's like so yeah, no car. And yeah, because this has been a week since I had the car problem. Jeez. So I went to see Jurassic World. That was a tough one to watch. It's just, oh god, it's so hard. Funny though, I wanted to see it because I wanted to see how it ended. I really didn't care about anything else that was going on. It's so terrible. It's got its moments. Especially I guess I should have made a video about that. The dinosaur world here. Anything's possible by having an island with dinosaurs here, definitely. Obviously, you have to have it sealed off in some shape or form, because there are some people I've seen pterodactyl. It's not like they don't like the movie. But it's a high possibility. Of course, there's different dimensions also that people have seen them in. So there's nothing. Yeah, it sounds crazy, but not really. They make a movie about it, so there's something here that's reflecting. So, just make this movie is just for entertainment. There's much more going on. So, like Superman, that too. Superman, people do fly. People feel like an astral they fly. They feel images of themselves flying. So, it all has a purpose. All part of our awakening process. Spoilers. Not like anybody cares, but what was interesting is Jurassic, basically, dinosaurs and people, and humans, are connecting more. Let's put it that way. And the feeling I got was like aliens and human connecting. Would be pretty exciting when that finally goes into our consciousness. So somebody just gotta click for that. So. But I believe we're still going to go into some kind of first contact energy. Something's going to happen. Not sure when, but it's in the works. Let's put it that way. Yeah, it's best not to look for it unless you absolutely feel like you need to. But usually it'll happen when you're not looking. Or a visitation. Somebody, a being will appear to you. Some people look in the sky all the time. If that's your hobby, go for it. But I don't think that's really necessary. But if you do feel like looking up in the sky out of nowhere, it's like I never do that. And you feel something different. You feel somebody's there. That's a lot more cherishable than you cherish that moment than when you're always looking up, looking around. But whatever. Everyone has their own method of connecting. But yeah, let's see, obviously patience, but we are going into a time of awakening. I tell you this, I do feel that we are going into more, once again, a positive timeline. I truly feel that. It's not, once again, I'm going to keep saying it over and over again, because it truly is occurring. It's not super fast, but we are we're like unlocking the old junk, basically. Going to more of a time where we can work where you want to work, do what you want to do, and find self-fulfillment instead of getting pounded all the time. A lot of it's going to go towards obviously children also, no upbringing, to make that more positive. I also feel human trafficking energies are going to be released. Now, this whole thing with the immigration situation in the news, I can pay attention that much to it. You know, hopefully I'll go into the human trafficking situation here and bring more light to that. I see human trafficking, who knows when this will happen, but I see that coming more into the light so it can be healed. Of course, there's a lot of going on in Mexico, dark energies, and obviously, but there's a whole positive also. The positive is, yeah, there's a lot of alien. I mean, I don't connect to it. I'm tired all the time. I'm just beat. I don't think it's something I'm eating. I think it's just what's going on here. It's just, there's a lot of alien ADD going on that we can't handle. I don't know if I want to think about it. But it is a lot happening that we're not aware of. That's we're unlocking the reptilian manipulation here. Of course, the Archon manipulations through technologies. That was going to take some time, but yeah, it's like they're going through. Feel like more reptilian manipulation and Zeta. There's probably others, and then the Archon will one little by little. But as for us connecting more to, yeah, just going to be a transition. As for anything major occurring, not at this time. Let's see, July is a turning point. Maybe that'll be the title for tomorrow. July is certainly some kind of turning. It's like a vortex turning point. Not to say anything dramatic is going to happen. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. But it feels like we're already in the unknown, you could say. At least what we have not experienced before. Bringing more peace energies than war. It just takes time. But of course, it's not perfect with the CIA and these cell phone companies like Verizon. I talked about what was it? Microsoft, but Verizon. I saw a Verizon building. It's like, oh man. I usually don't see those. I mean, I was on the drive back here, and I felt, Archon energies, mind manipulations, timeline shifting going on there. A lot of alien energies there, of course. Of course, they do a lot of mind manipulations through, like, you have a cell phone. It does kind of tap into your brain a little bit, depending on who you are. If you're protecting your energy, you should be fine. But the others, you're a common human, you're just gonna laugh about this and continue on their way. It's a lot easier not knowing what's going on, that's for sure. You can laugh and have a blast and live in La La Land, and it's kind of horrifying. It's like living in a horror movie and you just keep turning your head. It's like, it truly does. I mean, it's like living in a horror movie. It truly is. Just getting on the road and driving, it's like, you never know what the hell is going to happen. So, we're coming in a time of knowing. Well, little by little. It's just, yeah, and of course, the third dimensional mindset, it's, it has its reasons for being there, of course. But I do believe we're going some kind of alien contact of some kind. They gotta be easy with us. But man, I feel it's just, now for a while I felt, for a couple weeks, I've been kind of out of it. This is a while ago though. I felt alien contact, like I was gonna see somebody show up out of nowhere, and it never happened, but finally that feeling went away. And now I'm getting just this calm energy going throughout society, slowly. It's just, now how are people going to react? Some react to it pretty well, and others are stuck in their old ways. That's okay. That's alright. But we are going in, it's like the positive timeline energies, you can say. Not to say anything's going to get perfect, peachy keen right away, far from it. But any type of alien, we're truly getting to that that method of alien awareness. Let's put it that way. We're going into that direction. Let's put it that way. We weren't really in it. Well, we were kind of before, through conspiracies and this and that. But it feels like we're truly going into like opening up the walnut, or that just came to mind. But crack open the shell of what's happening. So gradually we're into that phase. We've probably been in this phase a long time, but listen, I'm getting the call to talk about it. Let's put it that way. Others have been connected to it probably for years. Like, what took you so long? I don't know. I didn't get the call. It's probably for the best, but so who knows? Might happen sooner than later. The idea is, just live one day at a time and not worry about it. Obviously, I don't worry about it, but I don't go around connecting to it every day. It just feels different, that's for sure. It feels like we're just going at a time of a gradual awareness of what's happening here. So, yeah. So, as for anything else, there's going to be scandals, of course, within the White House. That's normal. Our relations with China are going to improve. North Korea. I believe a lot of the deep states, a lot of darkness within the deep state is being healed. Of course, when you see the CIA going into headlines, they might attack Trump possibly because they're dying. We got a while for that, but you never know. FBI is doing this. That's deep state going after Trump. Not to say Trump is perfect. Not to say he's not fully. Who knows? He's got influences, obviously. But they're trying to keep their influence going. That's pretty much throwing us off a cliff. They're not trying to put us back in the old timelines. War this, war that. Have our playboy president dance around and keep us in a cage, basically. And I believe Obama's going to get some major karma for what he has done in the past. So, Bush is a little bit different. Obama doesn't. He doesn't believe he did anything wrong. So, let me tell you, a massive karma is going to hit him. Maybe not in this lifetime, but everything's been working out for him now. But let me tell you, he's been hiding a lot of darkness. It's going to come back around. Now, George Bush, is George W. Yeah, he knows he did a lot of stuff that wasn't right. I believe he's doing everything he can to turn that around. That's kind of, good luck on that. He was part of the bloodline too. I don't think he really had a choice. It feels like he didn't. He did, but he really didn't for some reason. He might get pressured into it. Like, I don't have any choice. I gotta do this. But that doesn't mean that he's going to be off the hook. Far from it. And older Bush, that looks like a corpse. He's pretty much not here, but it's so dark. I don't think he wants to die. He wants to stay alive as long as he can, because I don't know what that is. It's like a... Anyway. So, enough about that. Yeah, mainstream media is going to have to eventually see the light. That's once again deep state. That's going to have to eventually see the garbage that they're flushing at everybody. Not yet. Has not happened yet. It's going to happen. I'm not sure it'll happen or when, but it's all, it's kind of like what CNN is now, more tabloid. MSNBC is kind of tabloid. They've been like that for a while, but it does feel like the more darkness they hide, it's going to come back and get them eventually, maybe financially or some kind of. It's going to come back, possibly this year. It's hard to say. It's not being very clear right now. A lot of people need that stuff. They need whatever the hell they're flushing at them. They need all that contact, but eventually that will heal. Yeah, it's timelines are strange on that one, because people are, it's like their mother, their father, teach, just, it's kind of like it's a big brother basically, and it's feeding. Of course, they don't call it Big Brother for a reason, but it's pretty much the same thing. And whenever people figure that out, who knows? Okay. For those that are new to all this, ivantorro.com. Your private sessions, and this is the calendar here. We also have Learn How to Channel. We have different methods of that, but basically this is the calendar of my availability, or you can always go this way. You have Google Hangouts, Zoom, and channeling by phone. You can do, for Learn How to Channel, you can do it by phone. You can do whatever you want. It's all the same for sessions. This is a submitted question, about 7 days. I'm about a week behind. I'm trying to catch up, so we'll do what we can. We also have Spirit Social, same thing here. And we also have other channelers and healers that I recommend. Also have the Patreon, which I forgot to do a video update on. I'll have to do it tomorrow. I completely forgot. And also get updates on the Rabbit. Also have the social network. Anybody post anything? Cool. Atlantean transmission. Cool. Oil pulling benefits. Very nice. Earth entering very unique planetary position. Yeah, I think I heard about that. Bosnian pyramids. Ooh, neat. Alright, thank you guys for posting all this. Man films mystery objects in sky. Am I losing my mind? Awesome. Yes. We also have the Jake comic and more coming out. The basically Whistleblower, and yeah, we have a lot of stuff that's is going in. Yeah, it's going to get weird for a while. So trying to get attention to them, but it's not going so well. So eventually, you'll get the right attention. So. Alright, okay, we're going to, yeah, it's been, whatever's going on in Astral, I'm beat. I'm in beat all week. Hopefully this will be a better week, but it's like, whatever is going on, I hope the Purge, for bringing in alien contact, I'm all for it. I'm probably going to sleep through it. You never know. They're not giving me any details, but I do believe we're going into that phase of consciousness. It's just patience. Just see what happens. This feels like, yeah, they have to obviously make sure all the chairs are in the right position and everything. It's just, either way, something's on their way. July is a hot month. It's just, not just weather-wise, but it is a turning point month. I didn't feel that way before. As we get closer to it, it feels like we'll have transitions. Not to say it's going to be hugely major seeing. I don't know. They're not going to make a lot clear. Obviously, you just have to wait and see. Anything can happen. Maybe nothing will happen. Who knows? As for alien visitation, just have to leave it open. Either way, it does feel like it's a transition month. It's a major. That might have something to do with the planets too, which makes a lot of sense. So. That's it. Okay. Alright. Blessings. Here we go. Greetings to you. Yes. Yes, I am from the future. Our message to you. Yes, I am a future human. You can call me melancholy. Yes, there's many vibrations. Yes, what is happening to your deep state? Yes, it is melting away. It's not fully gone, of course not. As your human consciousness, basically, many of you have timelines within that, warring through their vibrations, warring through their manipulations. But you are allowing those timelines to heal, release. As to what's going on in your major consciousness, the majority of your human consciousness, basically, your mainstream human, basically. mainstream thinking, mainstream lifestyle of pop culture. That is where you see the gradual descent into awareness. As many of them will be in denial of what is happening on your world. As basically, yes, many of them are scared, many of them are not ready, many of them don't even care. They're just basically, they are, connected to each other in such a way where it's kind of like a high mind in a lot of ways. It's different types of high minds that are going on. And basically, they all move together. It's like a family energy. Different families are connected to the pop culture consciousness of your society. I know that might sound humorous to some people, but you have to bring it out in some shape or form, always to give you more of an idea of how it operates. It's like different sides of a cake. As many, they're in the spin of reality that has been brought to them by the reptilians. The reptilians, are turning on a projector and playing this reality for them. They're not ready to let go of that reality, as you can see. But many of you are adding little doses of your knowledge into it, which goes into your movies, which goes into the spiritual vibrations of transition. So you wonder why these little messages are in movies, music, and different items like that. As most of you that are aware are involved with this. Many turn that off, like, I don't want to know, but many of you are involved. As for basically to gently awaken your planet. Gentliness, because many, are so used to that old movie called reality, third dimension reality, and it keeps on going. Even if you do go, you stop it, you hit this, you do that, it still goes on. They're not ready to remove it from their consciousness yet. As there's a programming, it's a viewpoint, it's a point of view basically, as you can see. That point of view is, has many holes in it, as you can tell. Human trafficking on your world will eventually be demolished, but once again, what's firing up this third dimension is the human trafficking. What keeps it going is the manipulations. So understand, as your manipulations slowly get removed, that third dimension video becomes obsolete. So one thing at a time. It's all gracefully happening, but the human, of your pop culture, that's the best way I know how to label it at this moment, is basically, it's a sickness to let it go. It is basically who they are, builds their character, brings their friends in, relationships, children, all of it's connected to the third dimension reality. To remove that insight, as you can see, can cause one to not think correctly and go into a spiral direction. So basically, you are all here for health, correct? Those of you are becoming more aware of what's happening. You are sending your healings, through thoughts, through energies, whatever thoughts are energies, but basically your vibration is here to help turn the wheel of your reality. Many of you are here. It is a miserable show that you are living. It's very hot in here, isn't it? You want to know more, but the idea is to remove the manipulations, and manipulators are not making it easy. They do tap you on the shoulder and get into your mind, whatever it might be. But that wheel is still turning. And if you do get many taps or many visitations, that means you really are turning the wheels on this reality. In the future, not necessarily now. Most of you are working in the future, and you're gradually moving to that future where you have already made your changes. Realize this, you can connect to this. Some of you see the future, you see different versions of it because there are different versions going on. You don't always know what's going to happen when you're in this reality, and at this point. It's not meant to be fully clear. It will become more clear. As more of you are connecting for a timeline that's less manipulated. You understand, when it's manipulated, it's hard to see, it's hard to hear from spirit, but as you remove the manipulations, everything becomes a little bit easier. One moment. What is happening now with your planet? Your government is going through a transition to find its true self. It has been under hypnosis for a long time. A deep state basically meddling that's been going on. One of the positive beings that are brought in, and many of you are involved with this once again. You wonder, yes, you thank the aliens, but also thank yourselves. Because you are here. Your intention is to bring a better world. You are all involved with this. Your aliens are assisting you. You are Earth human here. You have an alien aspect that's assisting. You are part of this process. You can clap, yeah, you can give your aliens a pat in the back all you want. Give yourself a pat in the back, more than that, a big hug, whatever it might be, because you're all involved in this new transition. There might be some pullback, remember, from those in the third dimensional thinking patterns. It's because, remember, it comes from a manipulated point of view. As basically, yes, video games, nothing wrong with that, but there's a lot of there basically to keep your view from yourself and going on to something else. Nothing wrong with entertaining yourself, but realize there's much going on within that's been looked away from. They want you to look away from yourself, but when you put thoughts and images into movies, music, etc., that gets the soul to look within. Some might cry, some might get emotion. It's a part of release. As for no one is here to gradually, quickly awaken. It's like coming out of a sleep very slowly. And that is what you're all... Many of you can probably pick up your own awakening process. Some are awake right when they come into the world and wish they were asleep. But many of you, most of you, I believe, came from a slow awakening. And that is what you're applying now. So remember those times, and you can see more clearly of what's happening. Why aren't things happening quickly? Once again, slow vibrations, slowness. As yes, the soul, the third dimension, mind, is to see the oneself as more powerful than what has been brought to. And yes, they give themselves away to religion. They pray to an entity, whatever it might be, giving away their power. That's what religion, your pope is. You're giving away your power to your pope, whatever religious figure that you're brought into. Those are all being healed also. But of course, you're giving the soul a way out, a way of looking at the world differently, as it's still their choice, because many are not ready to let go. Many of them also have karma with those beings. The Pope, with that religion, as they felt like they let go of that religion in the past. They let it down. They not fight hard enough. They not give their life away to God enough. So they're holding on to that religion for dear life. That's all they know. So look what you're dealing with. Yes, a battle. But don't look at it as a battle. Just say circumstances. But what is happening to your planet is you're, yes, becoming aware of your planets around you, even the ones you do not see, because there's many around you that you do not see at this time. It's not important at this moment. To reactivate your moon also, as your moon energy becomes stronger, as you can clear out the third dimension, see more of the fourth dimension vibrations. Your sun's, yes, becoming more active. Your Mother Earth most likely will tap you on the shoulder and say thank you, as many of you are giving much relief to her. Many of you that are coming into this world aware are assisting Mother Earth. When many are just incarnating here, it's like, I'm not sure what I'm doing with, but I'll do it anyway. I don't know what I'm thinking. But many of you come to this world, it's like, oh, this planet, what was I thinking? But you're bringing also your charm, your energies into the planet and to reverse its negativity. Remember your alien friends. That's why you remember your alien friends, why you remember dragons, why you remember all of this. It's here to... Those memories are activations. You're keeping yourself going. You might still have the pressures of this world, but remember, those memories are... You're sending energies out. You're connected to a dragon vibration, alien vibration, whatever it might be. It's all sending out. As your Mother Earth feels it, the consciousness feels it, as basically many of you are saying, no more of this old way of looking at the world. And so, of course, that's going to be controversial, but it's going to continue. Remember, yes, most souls on your world are afraid. They're used to a way, what their families taught them, and those families taught them. They're afraid to look at the world in a different direction, as they feel like it's a hoax or whatever it might be, but realize once again, they have been entrapped by the religious, mostly a religious vibration done through archon energies and other suitors. As basically your archons basically want to take the human and put it back as a caveman, or a cave woman for that matter. They want to just totally shut down the human altogether so they can have their control system as they want it. Basically feed off your vibrations. So realize, yes, there's much complications here. There's a web that goes through your minds also for thinking, basically. It's very difficult to think clearly on this world. It is, yes, that is the Archon, but there's much more to that. There's the Archon grid around their planet. There's other forces involved, basically, to enhance it so you can't think clearly, you can't connect to your guides clearly. It's to shut you down, basically. It's to interfere with you. You clear out that interference. No more. Yes, cell phones is small percent compared to everything else that's around you. As basically many of you that are awake and get many visitations from Archons, reptilians, and other beings that basically want to make sure to shut you down, bring you some kind of negative vibe of some kind, basically just feel like they're not worthy, whatever it might be. Is there to do something there to close you down, but realize many of you are still keeping your light on no matter how hard the wind blows. You keep your lights up and fire going, basically. It's basically not to give up. As yes, you will see the grid that's around your earth and heal it. As yes, it is time. What is this? Your July. Yes. Well, interesting enough, I see more. Yes, I am from your future. I see more of your October. Your October, July. July is one step. October is another. As for what's going to occur is still up to you. Realize my timeline is much different than yours. Yes, I am from your future, but realize what you are creating now is much different from what I'm living in right now. But from what I see, what's happening to your reality, as many of you are just saying no more of this third dimensional manipulation, and you're continuing to do it instead of just going with the flow. You're saying stop this now, and it's been going on for some time, but that light is it's more confident than it has been in the past. So where you are going today, where you can think more clearly, that's where you're heading. As for when your power is fully activated, each of you will know when it occurs. Or what matters now is just to get this mind to think clearly so you can connect to what you need to connect to. As basically when you feel like you can't think or you're tired, yes, there is that heavy energy around you. It does not want you to see anything, hear anything. Trust yourself that you will break through this. As there's many beings that do not want you to find your true self. Because realize what you are doing is you're connecting more to your higher selves when you're doing this. You're just staying positive. But you're going to reach into your full power, your full potential. The third dimensional way of looking at things is just basically to give your power away to the religions. Thank you. Here's my power. You are all taking that back. Realize the God, yes, within, but much more than that. Your earth is speeding up, yes. Where is it heading is up to you. Is it heading to a positive place? Yes. The reptilian beings are basically use all the fear mechanisms they can use, but most likely won't work on most of you. But those that aren't aware, that don't believe in reptilians, are going to fall for any type of manipulation going through your media. As yes, your media is completely compromised in your U.S. governments for the most part. Not all governments is control. Your CIA will be one to fall eventually. Just realize also your CIA has much time traveling energies within it. There are many time travelers that do connect to your CIA all the time. Now, yes, there are positive and whites when it comes to that. So realize also it's an energy you can connect to if you wish to do so. Yes, your deep state. Oh yes, what is this? About your phone companies. Yes, those are not always an Archon energy, but there's a great deal of it. It is also is basically for your government to keep an eye on you. That's mostly what these companies are for. They say yes, they're just there for your, for you connecting, but it's really just basically they're monitoring you from. Yes, all of this is built in basically, but not to worry. Many of you are blocking those energies, and many of you are not. But those that are will not put too much worry into it. I mean, your computers also, mostly your phones are used for watching. Your computers, in some ways, not as strong as your phone systems. Your phone you carry around is definitely a spy machine, no matter what carrier you are on. It's basically, yes, it connects to the Arcana, Hyros, but mostly goes to your governments, basically. It's a dirty little secret they're unlikely to bring up anytime soon. Yes, they've leaked some information, but there's much more going on. As for when that will leak out, it already has in some ways, and not many are believing. After you had to shut that down, it's not very easy. Basically, take your phone and throw it out the window. Of course, they can still monitor you, but it's a little bit more difficult when you have nothing to follow you with. Yes, there are other methods, but still, it's easier to have a technology with you. Without the technology, they can, but they have to really want to find you. And most aren't. Yes, you have to be very important for that. So, blessings to you. As for where your world is going, it is up to you. But I tell you this: it is going into an unknown world. Basically, the future is not going to be easy because your souls don't want you to see too far in the future. Yes, your Hillary Clinton, yes, is doing a lot of blockages and a lot of mind manipulations. In some ways. Basically, yes, she's still pissed off at humanity and those that run her show. But also, she's very connected to the deep state as her health is continuing to fail. And she'll most likely go into an AI energy, possibly, to get her revenge once again. But I believe most of that has been blocked. But, yeah, she is one to turn off power grids. If she would have more than happy to. Because to get her revenge, basically. So that's most likely, you are protected from that, but that's in her energy field at this time. Yes, do not make that woman mad. You'd be surprised what will occur. So he's sending you positive energies in your direction. Basically, yes, you are manifesting your futures. As for what is to come is basically a peace that you are looking for. It is not an easy peace to get to, but realize how powerful you truly are. Of removing manipulations. These manipulations are going to be removed unlike anything you've ever seen before. Basically, you are adding timelines to your future that are not connected to mine to basically change your reality into something totally different than what I am experiencing at this moment. Blessings to you. Alright, blessings everyone. Have a great night.